terms of being able to handle the lane pressure. Certainly can be good to stop dives. Pyosik wants to play through bottom lane and try to get Deft ahead, get the plate gold. It's very difficult to dive a Nautilus Ezreal because Ezreal has his arcane shift and the Nautilus is to win the matchup is very scary. I think Perfect might have an angle.
There's the Cass sponsorship. Is she actually going to...
It says
she's down in it.
Yeah, it says if Keen's POGM one-shot in the Cass, and she got
did it!
One-shot it. Yeah.
Nice. Opposition. We'll see whether that is what's going to happen as we jump into the Rift for game number 2. Also reformed quite nicely.
Well, you know, Nautilus is going to offer less than 0 in, at level 1 probably into this comp down here on the bottom side, so I get that.
Not great stats though. We saw Moham actually, playing yesterday for the first time in the LCK. It was actually great to see him. He had a decent game on it, but it didn't quite work out. As now Beryl comes in and Chovy, he might just be dead. That is going to be first blood going over to BDD, and Chovy just didn't even get to the wall to flash.
Shield, not the Vamp Scepter we saw him get on first back in game 1.
Wait, now Pyosik is back. Well, I mean, Pyosik is here for the first time, because last time it was Beryl going for the gank. Now Pyosik is just going to push Chovy into the jungle. Canyon already here. Sapling does scout out the brush. As Pyosik moving in, I don't know whether he really wants this, but watch out, Eep is just going to be used on the camp, and I believe Pyosik just managed to get that smite. So pretty even trade when it comes to these global objectives. Beryl spotting some things out. Understands that he isn't seen here by Canyon, who is going to get stunned up, but not able to walk through the Hextech minefield. Lahen's going to do that, though, because now Canyon lit on fire. BDD comes down. The satchel is gorgeous. Chovy's coming in, but they're looking to try and close in on the Lilia. Hook going to connect onto Deft, but the follow-up is not there. And now Pyosik is going to turn up. It's a double for BDD! And oh, KT, stop it!
Triple for BDD. Great skirmish there. 4 kills now on BDD's Corki. He is insanely big. I'm hyped about it. And his satchel sets it all up.
That's a real happy day. Look at Harai. Harai is like, it's
Corki
not even...
is accelerated and obviously has a pretty great late game as well. As speaking of, Lahen's nearby.
Yeah, BDD actually not quite winning in this trade. Does finally pick it up as the bowling ball goes wide. Beryl and Pyosik in position. And that is a twisted advance to go in on this one. Magnustorm connecting onto 2. The Nature's Grasp as well holds them in place. The flash forward, the shutdown gold is on the table, and the watch out Eve is going to seal it. They shut down the Corki, and Beryl is going to fall down as well, as Gen.G will let Pyosik live for now, but 2 kills off the back of that one, and Gen.G are on the board.
It looked so good for KT at the start of the fight. Lead is still there.
It is. And this is a much better looking game too this time around as well, as Canyon coming on in looking for Perfect, whose Dominus is on cooldown. He's going to flash. We'll see whether the slice is going to be back up, and it looks like it's not going to be. He does get the W off onto Keen. Slices around a little bit, but that is still going to be the kill going over to Gen.G. And now
top lane, like in the alcove for a lot of that. But the flash, coming back in and pulling them there might have been in range. We'll see when we get into the replay, but
yeah, you got Lahen's just bodyguard for Chovy here as Perfect is going to move in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, could be dove once again. Avoids the hook and now just wants to clear out the minion wave. He's going to be successful in that, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to keep himself alive. That's the cash in for Chovy. And Perfect, after navigating the early game so well, just dying twice in a row, it will be that we'll get another charge to come through from the Rift Herald towards his top side. And with 6 grubs, I think this cannon barrage isn't going to be enough to be able to stop this, as BDD tanks up the turret for a very long time, and there's another minion wave coming in. Keen going to get pushed back. The crash down is going to get the flash out of Keen, who's slowed down by the Bramble Smash. Hook is going to go wide, and in a turret in trade for a Crocodile. You take that.
Yeah, very deftly played though by Keen. Like
he's going to move over and try and answer it as the bowling ball goes wide.
And okay, we're still threatening here.
Yeah, Lahen's actually going to go in as the cannon barrage comes down and splits up the fight. BDD can't really get in there, but Def with the Mega in front of him this time is going to be able to lock down the kill. And Beryl somehow gets out. Keen is burning down. BDD locks up the kill, and now Pace in trouble. BDD splashing after him. He finds the kill. It's the 7th kill for BDD in this game.
BDD is just taking over the game. Great ultimate there from Deft, and also, Chovy.
Oh, yeah, Chovy, if he managed to get that shut down, that'd be a big one, although he did get shut down after 4.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, maybe just play that one a little bit safer there, Chovy. Very close, playing on the edge as Deft scouts this out.
Yeah, Canyon runs really fast, especially with that passive stacked up. Def doesn't want him to get on in here, but he's still going to be able to lock this one up. BDD going to spot him, and he just teleported in. Canyon, this is a, BDD with a hotline to Boris. He's taken all of his stuff, Wolf.
Playing like this is not a strong KT team. They're playing so disrespectfully.
Would you blame them?
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were pretty down on them going into this, but this Baron is also a little disrespectful, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's KT. They're going to go for something like this. I don't necessarily know what it means as Mega Inferno Bomb is going to connect. It's a lot of damage as Keen also down to about 50%. And Gen.G, I think they might just be giving this one up. The barrel goes in and fizzles out. That's going to be KT locking up a Baron.
They didn't even use Piercing's ult. They didn't even need it. Gen.G.
Here for Gen.G, they've still got this ward down as Lehen's just not allowed to walk through. Leandri's now completed here for Deft as well. And there's the flash forward from Pioshik, looking for Pays and for Canyon. As Trophy moving on over. This Gen.G squad is still very, very scary, but there's no cannon barrage for this fight. It has been so important in the last ones. And Canyon also just taking so much poke damage. Chovy can't walk in. Even after pressing W, it's not going to quite work out. And Lehens, he has to get out of there as well. This is going to be the Drake secured by KT. And Gen.G, I don't think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an Ocean Drake. Let it go. Scale.
Yeah.
That's the game plan. QSS picked up here for Chovy, but now he has his artificial cleanse online.
Yeah, Canyon, I'm not sure what the intention was, but he's going to get crashed into. Deft is going to come down. Bouncing Bomb is not quite going to land, but that watch out Eve was in a weird direction. And Canyon, he's going to go golden again. It worked in game number 1, but that's because he had teammates around him. This time, he was alone.
I mean, Canyon is having a real rough game, to be honest with you, Atlas. He is playing super disrespectfully, super greedy. It's kind of reminiscent of his final year. But we are not going to just check.
Ooh, okay. There is a ward over the wall, so they do get the information. Stand aside. He's going to hit Beryl, and Beryl says, and what?
Very sneaky check there from Canyon, but once they get rid of that ward, they know they can start this one up.
Yeah, that is going to be a Scryer that's now on cooldown as well. Cannon Barrage right on top of BDD, who just Valkyries out of it. Canyon moves over, and that's a big cooldown. And Gen.G, will they be able to actually fight without that Cannon Barrage up and available? That's the question.
Top lane STP, but KT are saying, look, your Ezreal's out of here, GP's in the bottom lane, we're going to threaten your inhibitor, we don't need a Baron.
And this is going to go down so incredibly quickly as well. 6 scrubs and a satchel. We mentioned structural damage. I don't know what's going to do more, structural damage or emotional damage. If KT's going to win this game, it's going to be a bit of both for me. I can say that personally. As KT, once again, gonna look for it. This is beautiful macro play, and it's making me mad, Wolf.
It's so good. I mean, why can't KT play like this all the time?
Yeah, right?
Keen has no barrage, as you mentioned, has a TP, is gonna utilize it, but he's so far away. Here comes Canyon for the flank. Perfect says no.
Whirling Death comes in. Canyon is just pushed out of there, and BDD is flashing on top of another target. They'll wait for the goldenness to go away. Beryl in a little bit of trouble here, though, as the bouncing bombs are coming in, and Def able to just outrange. They do sidestep the Mega Inferno Bomb as Pioshik. KT looking like they are erring a little, but now they're not. Lehen's gonna go down. There's the Magnet Storm as Keen just flashes right into all of them. A beautiful Mystic Shot will connect there from Pays. He's still playing pretty well, but they'll lose a Baron, and KT will win yet another fight. Chovy's out of this one. Pays is gonna try and cleanse the Crocodile, but not this time. Pioshik, he's got a full health bar and a dream, and a twisted advance. Good night, Pays. That's going to be a game 3, I think, Wolf.
I think so. Pioshik's dream is Pays' nightmare. Double TP into the mid lane, and KT Rolster do it again. Only the second team to defeat Gen.G in a game here in summer. The only team to defeat them in a series this year domestically. That's it, lights out.
Yep, they have the best win rate against Gen.G this season out of any other team. The most wins out of any other team if they're able to take this one, as Cannon Barrage is going to kill perfect. The Nexus is still up. Let's see whether KT are going to be able to close this one out, as BDD in point blank range against Keen is not exactly the greatest. It was a trial by fire. He passed, and the Nexus will go down. KT will bring us to 3 games against Gen.G.
Ults. It was just KT living the DRX 2022 dream.
Yeah.
And you know what? When KT wins, they look so good.
They do. I don't know what it means. I'm not even going to speculate. I think PDD getting 100% kill contribution had something to do with it.